They've been holding on to the hope that you'd reach out before it's too late. But now, time is slipping away faster than either of you can grasp. Will you let the moment pass in silence, or will you finally say what's been on your heart? Their mind is spinning with thoughts of what might happen if you never respond. They've been patient, but the sands in the hourglass are running low, and soon the door may close on what could have been. They've always believed in second chances, but time is running out for you to make your move. Every day without a word from you makes them question if you'll ever seize the chance to say what's truly on your mind. Time is slipping away, and they've been waiting at the crossroads, hoping you would come through. But the longer you remain silent, the more they feel the weight of what might never be said. They've been patient, holding on to every moment of hope that you'd finally respond, but time has a way of running out. Will you be brave enough to speak before it's too late? You've left them in suspense, waiting for a response they're no longer sure will ever come. The clock is ticking, and with each second, their heart grows heavier with the uncertainty of your silence. They've given you space, understanding that some things take time, but now that time is almost gone, and they're wondering if you'll ever say what you've been holding back all along. Time is running out, and they're beginning to realize that perhaps your silence is the answer they've been dreading. They've waited, but they won't wait forever. Soon, it will be too late. The silence between you grows louder with each passing moment. They've waited as long as they could, but the time for waiting is nearly over. Will you respond before they walk away for good? They've stood by in quiet anticipation, hoping you would find the right words to say. But now, time is running out, and they're beginning to lose faith that those words will ever come. The ticking of the clock has become unbearable for them. They've waited, hoped, and dreamed of the day you would finally reach out. But now, that day is slipping away, and so are they. Time is not on your side anymore. They've been waiting for what feels like an eternity, and they're running out of patience. Soon, they'll have to make the painful choice to move on without you. They've waited for your answer, hoping it would come in time to save what you've built together. But as the hours pass, they're starting to accept that maybe your silence is all they'll ever get. They've held on to hope for as long as they can, but the clock is winding down. Will you respond before it's too late, or will they be left wondering what could have been? Every moment you wait to respond is a moment they drift further away. They've been patient, but time is running out. Will you speak before they're gone for good? They've waited, watching the clock tick down with every beat of their heart. Your silence has left them wondering if you'll ever reach out, or if time will simply run out on what could have been. Time is slipping away, and they've done everything they can to give you space. But now they're starting to lose hope that you'll ever say what's on your heart. They've waited for your response, hoping that each passing day would bring them closer to hearing from you. But now, time is running out, and they're starting to wonder if your silence is your answer. Time has always been your ally, but now it's becoming your enemy. They've been waiting for your response, but with each passing day, their patience is wearing thin. Soon, it will be too late. The clock is ticking, and they've been holding on to the hope that you'd finally come through. But now, time is running out, and they're starting to realize that maybe you never will. They've been holding on to the hope that you'd say something before time ran out. But now, they're beginning to accept that maybe the moment has passed, and they'll never hear what you have to say. Every second that passes feels like a lifetime to them. They've waited for your response, but now time is running out, and they're wondering if you'll ever speak before it's too late. They've given you all the time you need, but now that time is almost gone. Will you finally respond before they have no choice but to let go? They've waited for you to come forward, but time is running out. Soon, they'll have to make the hardest choice of all, to walk away from the silence that's been between you. They've been patient, hoping that you'd finally break the silence between you. But time is running out, and soon they'll be forced to move on without hearing your truth. The days have turned into weeks, and still they've waited for your reply. But time is slipping away, and soon they'll have to decide whether to keep waiting or move on without you. The clock is ticking, and with each second that passes, they grow more desperate for your response. They've waited in silence, hoping you'd come forward, but time waits for no one, and neither will they much longer. They've given you space, allowing you to think and reflect, but deep down, they're yearning for a sign. The window to act is closing, and their heart can't hold on forever. Every moment you hesitate is a moment they're left in suspense, wondering if you'll ever speak up. They've been waiting patiently, but that patience is wearing thin. Will you make your move before it's too late? Time's slipping through their fingers like sand, and all they want is to hear from you. The silence between you is deafening, and they're starting to wonder if you'll ever say what's been left unsaid. They've counted the days, replaying every moment in their mind, waiting for you to finally reach out. But as each day passes, their hope begins to fade, and soon it may disappear altogether. They've been holding their breath, waiting for your response, for some sign that you still care. But with each passing hour, they're forced to confront the harsh reality that maybe you won't come through in time. You've left them hanging in the balance, and their heart is growing weary from the weight of uncertainty. They've been patient, but they can't hold on forever. Will you give them the closure they deserve? The time for waiting is almost over, and they've been holding on by a thread, hoping for your reply. Every moment of silence feels like an eternity, and they can't help but wonder if you'll ever say what needs to be said. They've stood by, waiting in the shadows, longing for you to acknowledge what's between you. But time is a cruel companion, and soon it will leave them with no choice but to walk away. They've waited long enough, and the silence is growing unbearable. Every day without your words feels like a lifetime, and they're starting to question if you'll ever respond before it's too late. Time's running out, and they're standing at the edge, waiting for you to pull them back with your response. Will you reach out before they fall, or will you let them slip away forever? They've been waiting for you to respond, to give them some sign that you're still in this with them. But with each day that passes, they're starting to wonder if your silence means you've already moved on. They've waited for your reply, hoping it would come before time ran out. Now they're left wondering if you've forgotten about them, or if you're simply choosing not to respond. They've given you their heart, and now they're waiting for your answer. But time is slipping away, and soon they'll be forced to make a decision without your input. Their patience has been tested, and now they're standing at a crossroads. They've waited for your response, but they can't wait much longer. The ball is in your court. What will you do? You've had all the time in the world to respond, but now time is running out. They've been waiting, and soon they'll have no choice but to move on without you. They've been waiting for you to make your move, but as the minutes turn to hours, they're beginning to lose hope. Will you speak up before it's too late, or will your silence be the final word? Their heart has been waiting for your answer, and now they're running out of time. They've held on as long as they can, but soon they'll have no choice but to let go. They've been patient, giving you the space to come to them on your own, but now the clock is ticking, and soon they'll be forced to walk away if they don't hear from you soon. You've left them in limbo, waiting for your response while time slowly runs out. They've been holding on, but their grip is slipping, and soon they won't be able to hold on any longer. Their heart is full of questions, and they've been waiting for your answers. But time is running out, and they're starting to wonder if those answers will ever come. They've waited, hoping that you would reach out, but now they're running out of time. Will you let them walk away without knowing your true feelings? Every second that passes feels like a lifetime to them. They've been waiting for your response, but with each passing moment, they're losing faith that you'll ever come through. They've been holding on to the hope that you'll respond before it's too late. But as the days pass, they're starting to realize that maybe you never will. They've waited long enough, and now time is running out. Will you finally give them the response they've been waiting for, or will you leave them in silence forever? The clock is ticking, and they're running out of time. They've waited for your response, but now they're starting to wonder if you'll ever come through.